Namaste yogis, and welcome to Kundalini Shakti Yoga, awakening the divine feminine. We will begin in child's pose, Shavasana, toes touch, knees together or wide, falling over the thighs with arms by your side. Close down your eyes and melt into the earth. Feel her hold you. Breathe deeply into the sacral chakra, or for women, the womb, the sacred portal of manifestation. With every exhale, surrender the mind, and with every inhale, invite Shakti, the living pulse of creation, to rise. We will now practice microcosmic orbit breathwork. You're going to inhale energy up the spine from the root to the crown, and then exhale down the front of the body back into your womb or your sacral chakra. Let the breath guide a soft internal circle of life force, awakening dormant channels. You may gently hum or make an sound as you exhale. This yummy humming vibrates through your pelvic floor and your heart, helping your nervous system feel at ease, enjoyment, pleasure. Feel each sound wave dissolving any tension that blocks your natural bliss. The sound of your hum is the voice of your inner goddess or your inner god, singing this energy awake. Gently rouse the body, swaying side to side as you bring your hands out in front of you, walking them over to the left, taking a pause if that feels good, and then walking over to the right at your own pace. Be sure to sync movement with breath. Deep, conscious breathing. Gentle side stretches to massage the kidneys and adrenals. Your body becomes a temple of balance. And come to tabletop. Begin circular movements. Hips back to the heels, then chest forward, heart open, like liquid light flowing through the spine. Alternate directions. Move intuitively. I encourage you to close your eyes. You can also add cat-cow rolls, pushing the hips back, rounding the spine, then rippling forward into a gentle back bend. Encourage softness and sensuality, not rigidity. So you're moving like water. Each wave you create clears a channel for energy to rise. There are no limits here. There's no structure in this movement. Just do what feels right. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We're going to pedal through the feet here, taking a couple deep breaths and recentering. Gliding into several spinal rolls. Inhale, arching the back up as you flow into plank, then adding a slight bend in the knees, shifting the hips back and up into downward facing dog with a slight back bend. Continue this at your own pace, hugging the elbows in and moving in opposite directions. Let's meet together in down dog. And we'll transition into our next posture, Gomukhasana, cow face, with eagle arms. So in your down dog, cross the left leg over the right, and then drop both knees to the mat. You might need to widen your feet as you sit in between them on a block if needed. Gently adjust your knees to make sure that they are stacked on top of one another, and then wrap the left arm under the right for eagle arms. Palms to touch or simply hug the shoulders. Find your center here, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. Drawing all that energy into your midline. Awareness along the Sushumna Nadi, the central channel of light. Let's help awaken this dormant energy by gently pulsing the elbows up and down. Eventually making small circular motions with the elbows in both directions. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release of stored emotion in the hips. Untangle your arms and legs. We'll switch over to the other side, bringing the right knee over the left in Gomukhasana. Eagle arms, right arm under the left, palms to touch if you can, and begin lifting the elbows up and down. So the hips are externally rotated here, allowing for opening in your root chakra, while the shoulders are internally rotated, almost tunneling the energy up the spine, bridging the gap between spirituality and the physical body. When you're ready, start to circle those elbows. And switch directions. Finding our way into tabletop by first untangling the legs, then sitting in a cross-legged position to roll over the knees. Once you're in tabletop, lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog, pressing into the hands, spreading the fingertips. Bend the knees slightly, look to the top of your mat, and on your next inhale, step or hop forward. Fall over the thighs. Exhale. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, chaturanga, half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Empty the lungs. One more time. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, step or hop forward. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plank, chaturanga. Your choice of back bend. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Warming up the entire body there. Inhale to Malasana Yogi Squat, stepping both feet to the hands as wide as the mat, toes pointed out, sinking into the hips, and bringing your palms together on the inside of your knees to press them outward. You're lifting the pelvic floor here, engaging the muscles and lengthening through the crown. Sway the hips and the knees side to side, flowing like honey. And step your feet a little bit wider so that your ankles are below the knees, and continue to sway your hips side to side, feeling every dimension of your body in movement. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in slightly and straighten the legs. Shifting into Skandasana and moving dynamically from side to side. So we'll start by walking the hands over to the right side, bending the knee and sinking the hips towards the heel, while simultaneously straightening the left leg, turning the toes up, and moving from side to side. And return to a wide-legged forward fold, continuing to sway the hips. Pivot the toes wide, sink the hips for goddess pose, Utthata Konasana. Interlace your fingers overhead, palms facing up, sway side to side towards each thigh, feeling strength and softness coexist. And return to a wide-legged forward fold. Easing into goddess pose one more time, place the hands inside the knees and twist shoulder towards opposite knee, wringing out energetic residue. Wide-legged forward fold, returning to Malasana, shorter stance, so we'll heel toe the feet together, then sink the hips back in towards the heels. Place your hands out in front of you inside the knees and begin circling the hips forward and back. It takes a little getting used to this movement, but the more you practice, the easier it gets. And switch directions. Finding stillness now, extend the arms long in front, arch the spine, sink the hips back, and release. On your own time, down dog, press into the mat, lift the hips up. Deep breath in, empty out the lungs. Inhale to raise the right heel, bend the knee, begin circling the hips. Find a static stretch by stacking the hips, and if you'd like, flip into wild thing. Chest opens towards the sky, heart radiant. You also have an option to enter this through side plank. Engage your legs to support the spine. And turn the chest back down, planting the right hand, downward facing dog. You can also turn towards the side of the room and gently drop your hips to the mat for a modified exit out of this pose. Repeating on the other side, lifting the left heel up, bend at the knees, circle the hips. Stack the left hip over the right, static stretch, or flip into wild thing. You are both the storm and the calm, the wildness and the wisdom. Turn your chest down towards your mat, finding plank once more, and then downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Plant the hands just under the armpits, elbows hug ribs. Inhale for upward facing dog, chest rises. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You're strong in this pose, it's active, and we're trying to lift the thighs off of the mat. You might want to explore twisting side to side here. Melting heart pose. Drop the knees, lift the hips above them, walk the hands forward, and let the chest melt towards the mat. Anahatasana. We're allowing this beautiful energy to travel down the spine now into the heart space. Breathe into the front of the body, the seat of Shakti's compassion. From here, slide forward onto your belly, and then roll over onto your back. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Bring your heels towards your sits bones and lift the hips up, opening the front body. We're bending from the thoracic spine, that upper portion, so your chin is coming towards your chest. Lower all the way down, then draw the knees towards your chest. Supine twist with ego legs. First, lift your hips and place them to the left side of your mat. Then cross the left leg over the right. Drop the knees over to the right and gaze left side. Be sure that both shoulders are rooted firmly into the earth. It's okay if your knees don't fall all the way towards the ground. You're welcome to place some blocks underneath them. Finding neutral spine first, lifting the hips over to the right side of the mat, Right leg over the left. Drop the knees to the left side, gaze to the right. Slow movements back to neutral spine, knees to chest, gentle hip circles. When you're ready, extend your legs straight, Shavasana, final rest. Arms can be by your side, palms facing up to receive, palms facing down to move inwards. Or you can place your hands on your belly or your heart, feeling it beat, feeling the breath, if you want to find a little more intimacy with yourself. Rest now, my love. Let your body dissolve into the cradle of the earth, the same earth that birthed you. Notice how your body feels. Alive, soft, radiant, spiraling through your entire being. This is Shakti energy. The womb, whether physical or energetic, your sacral chakra, for both women and men, is your source of manifestation. The cosmic cauldron where life, creativity, and love are born. When you breathe into this space, you awaken her intelligence, a current that holds creativity, wisdom, gentleness, fierce protection. This energy is your divine feminine essence, regardless of your gender. Fluid, intuitive, sensual, strong, she dances through every chakra, purifying stress, shame, resistance. And instead, she brings trust, presence, surrender. Shakti is honoring your body as sacred. She teaches you to release fear and worry, to move with compassion and authenticity. Through her, you rediscover joy. Allow this current to move through your emotional blockages, those subtle veils that hide your natural bliss. Through yoga, breathwork, we let these walls fall apart to unveil our natural essence. With every breath, melt them away, revealing the peace that's always been there. I encourage you to spend time in nature, to ground this energy, to be a safe container for it, and to tap into the senses. This is tantric wisdom, finding samadhi through the senses. This is making them one-pointed, deep meditation and focus on them. Feeling the wind on your face, the soil beneath your feet, the world around you. Trust that this awakened energy will guide you long after you leave the mat. Affirm in your own mind, I am safe, grounded, and radiant. I release the barriers that veil my natural bliss. I am the living essence of Shakti. at your own pace, although I welcome you to stay in Shavasana as long as you need. Bring some micro movements back into the body. Turning over to one side in a fetal position. And slowly lifting yourself back up to seated. My name is Sonia. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Leave in the comments how this practice made you feel and your own personal connection to Shakti. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.